The movie began with Kate, a single mother who lived alone on her ranch. Each morning, she woke up to care for the horses, listening to a recorded message from her late partner while reminiscing about their past. One day, while wearing her AirPods, a construction worker called her attention to a dipping roof on the far side of the ranch and informed her that replacing it would cost $9,000. Following this, Kate drove to her ex-husband Richard's house to borrow the money. Richard expressed doubts about the profitability of the ranch business, but reluctantly wrote her a check. During the visit, Kate asked if he had heard from their daughter Claire. Richard replied that Claire had come by the previous week to ask for money, which he refused. He scolded Kate for always giving their daughter everything she wanted, despite knowing what she did with it. When Kate returned home, she found Claire in a terrible state. Nonetheless, she hugged her daughter tightly and told her how much she missed her. Claire said little and asked to use Kate's iPad to check her messages. She mentioned that she and her boyfriend Ryan, along with some friends, live near the beach. According to Claire, Ryan had thrown her phone into the ocean during an argument, prompting her to retaliate by tossing most of Ryan's belongings under a bridge. Kate warned Claire that the relationship seemed toxic and suggested they break up, but Claire instead asked for a new phone. That night, someone knocked at the door. It was Ryan. He had come to retrieve his bag, which contained cash and half a kilo of narcotics. He asked Claire where she had put it, but she insisted she didn't know. Ryan revealed that he had told his dealer that Claire stole the bag, and now the dealer was coming after her. Kate grew suspicious and tried to question Claire, but instead of answering, Claire left with Ryan. Later that night, Kate heard a commotion in the living room. When she went to investigate, she found Claire suffering from a drug overdose and carefully carried her to bed. Hoping to help her daughter recover, Kate took her to a lake they used to visit when Claire was a child, where they swam together, reconnecting emotionally. The next day, while Claire was relaxing and listening to music, a man named Jackie, the dealer Ryan had mentioned, showed up, demanding his drugs. Ryan was waiting nearby in a car. Jackie began attacking Claire, kicking and hitting her, and demanding to know where his stash was. Ryan tried to intervene, but Jackie struck him too. Jackie then pinned Claire to the ground and touched her inappropriately, prompting the dog to bark loudly. Hearing the noise, Kate rushed out and saw Jackie on top of her daughter. She shouted for him to get away and demanded to know why he was attacking her. Jackie explained that Claire had taken something from him, and now the people he worked with were demanding their supply. He insisted that she either return the drugs or pay him. Later, Kate returned from grocery shopping to find Claire with Ryan again. Remembering her warning, Kate was furious. Claire begged her mother for understanding, saying Ryan was only involved because of her. They had decided to run away to avoid further trouble. Kate, believing this to be another excuse to continue using drugs, offered Claire some medicine in case of another overdose. Claire demanded money, but Kate reminded her that most of the funds had already gone toward her treatment. Frustrated, Claire ran upstairs and locked herself in her room. Kate followed, banging on the door while Claire screamed that she needed more money. When Kate refused, Claire threatened to take the dog far away and let it starve unless she complied. Alarmed, Kate rushed downstairs to protect the dog. Claire bit her and yanked her hair, slamming her head against the wall until Ryan intervened and pulled her away. The next day, Jesse, one of Kate's old friends, came by to check on her and help out on the farm. Later, they shared a drink, and Kate danced, feeling youthful and carefree for a brief moment. The next morning, she found a note from Gina, who had left after the previous night. That evening, Claire returned home, covered in blood, and begged Kate for help. Despite everything, Kate's love for her daughter stopped her from turning her away. Claire confessed that she had pushed Ryan off a cliff during a camping trip, and he had died instantly. When Kate asked if she had called the police, Claire admitted she hadn't, and revealed that the act was intentional. Kate ordered her to go upstairs, remove her clothes, and hand them over, instructing her not to leave the room. That night, Kate drove to the lake with Ryan's phone, which she smashed before throwing it into the water. She then placed Ryan's body on a boat, sailed to the middle of the lake, and secured a weight to it before attempting to dump it. Just as she was about to dispose of the body, fireworks from nearby kids distracted her, and the boat capsized. She managed to right it and watched the body sink. The next morning, she cleaned the car, changed her clothes, and took a bath. Hoping this would finally strengthen their bond, she coached Claire on what to say if the police came around and burned their clothes. When Claire asked where she had dumped the body, Kate told her it was in the middle of the town's lake. Claire panicked and questioned why. Kate explained that it was late and she had done what she thought was best for both of them. While Kate was preparing something, Claire came home looking frightened. She told Kate that Jackie had held a gun to her head and demanded repayment. When Kate asked how much Ryan owed, Claire said it was $10,000. Determined to protect her daughter, Kate cashed the $9,000 check Richard had given her for barn repairs and handed it over to Jackie, warning him to stay away from her daughter and property. Jackie made a parting comment about how unfortunate it was to have such a troubled daughter. Thinking things had calmed down, Kate called Claire to join her at the barn, only to find she wasn't home. Remembering that Claire had once used her iPad to check messages, Kate used it to track her phone. The signal led her to a location where she saw Claire with someone. To her shock, it was Ryan, alive. As Kate approached, Ryan alerted Claire, and they fled through the back door. Kate reached the car and pleaded with Claire to come out and explain whose body she had dumped. Ryan pushed Kate aside and drove off with Claire. That night, Kate accessed Claire's messages through the iPad and discovered a conversation where Claire said she could make her mom do anything. Realizing she had been manipulated, Kate returned to the lake the next day, rented a boat, and tried to locate the body but found nothing. As evening approached, the Coast Guard told her time was up. After he left, she noticed bubbles rising from the lake's surface. Later that night, Kate called Jesse, saying she was in serious trouble. Jesse arrived early the next morning to take her to a safe place, where other women could offer support. While having dinner, Kate received a video from her home camera showing Jackie knocking on her door. He told her he knew about the body and threatened to expose everything unless she complied. Kate met with Jackie, who explained the situation. Ryan owed him money for drugs Claire had thrown away. To recover the debt, Ryan began dealing but laced the drugs with fentanyl. A boy named Greg Kaminsky overdosed. Ryan panicked and went to Jackie, who initially doubted their plan but was convinced by Claire's assurance that Kate would help them. She had been right. Kate had unknowingly helped dispose of the body and even paid off the debt. Jackie then blackmailed Kate for more money, reminding her that no one was looking for a random overdose victim until the police got involved. Kate claimed she had no more money, but Jackie pointed out she had land she could sell. When she refused, he injected her with fentanyl, rendering her unconscious. Upon waking, Kate found Jackie had taken her keys and phone. He ordered her not to leave and to find him a place to sleep. She led him to her late partner's room. He instructed her to send messages to clients saying she was unavailable. Kate received a message from Claire asking for forgiveness and revealing the overdose victim's identity. Kate looked up Greg online and learned he was just a teenage boy. She called Jesse to ask how to stage a fire to claim insurance on the barn. Though hesitant, Jesse explained the steps. Later, Kate showed Jackie the details of a $150,000 insurance claim. She explained how hay burns quickly and that using a flare would make the fire appear accidental. Jackie agreed to the plan and suggested she also burn the horses to make it look more legitimate. Just then, a client named Emma arrived. Jackie told Kate to stay inside and handled the visitor himself. When Emma asked where Kate was, he lied about her health and claimed to be an employee. Jackie returned and agreed to proceed with the fire but warned that any fallout would be on Kate. The next morning, hay was delivered and Kate prepared the flare device. That night, Jackie gave her the flare and she started the fire. Jackie waited to confirm it before leaving. The next day, an investigator revealed evidence suggesting the fire was arson, showing a flare wire found at the scene. Kate claimed ignorance and said the barn hand must have started the fire. The officer added that a body had been found. Kate asked if it was Jackie, but the officer said the body was unidentifiable. During Jackie's interrogation, he claimed he didn't know Kate and had no connection to the barn. However, the officer presented bank records showing payments from the ranch. Realizing he was cornered, Jackie offered to confess everything. He explained how he, Kate, and Jesse retrieved Greg's body from the lake and hid it in the barn. On the night of the fire, they placed the body in the flames after setting it. Jackie, feeling betrayed, showed surveillance footage of himself buying the flare earlier that day. Panicked, he began to act out, and officers restrained and arrested him. The final scenes showed Kate leaving the police station and reuniting with Jesse. The barn was being rebuilt. Then Kate received a message from Claire asking for forgiveness. The film ended with Claire returning home, appearing clean from drugs and hoping to repair her relationship with her mother. What did you think? Did the ending surprise you, or were you expecting it all along? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next movie breakdown. Want more? Check out our recap of similar movie right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.